been good with surprises. I love them. What I don't like is secrets. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Don't those two things go hand in hand? I'm here to tell you that that is incorrect. Secrets are when you're hiding something from someone. A surprise is when you're just not telling someone so they can be shocked about the outcome. Okay, I guess that's basically a secret. I don't have a problem with surprises or secrets. What I do have a problem with is the way my friends all hid my huge 17th birthday surprise party from me. It was the end of winter break, the dreaded first day back from sleeping in. That end of the holiday season was kicking in for most people. I was one of the lucky few that didn't settle into it quite yet, mostly because my birthday was just at the end of the month, and I was beyond excited to celebrate 17. I pranced into the building, a smile on my face despite the fact I was definitely sleep deprived. And I totally screwed up my entire sleep schedule. I went to my locker, got my stuff, and realized pretty quickly something just wasn't right. My friends were nowhere in sight. I looked around, my head spinning because of the circles I was making around myself. People were staring, but I didn't really care. I took a couple of steps in the direction of my first class. Then I saw all of them, and Michael. They were all talking and laughing together in low voices from what it seemed, almost huddled together. They didn't see me coming their way, but whoever did made it pretty clear to everyone else, and all of a sudden, they were acting like nothing happened. "Hey cutie," Angie said. She swooped me in for a hug, and all the girls joined in. I said hi to everyone. Michael made his way in, so he could give me one as well. What was all of that? You guys looked like you were planning something big. I was waved off. It was nothing. Sadie was just telling a super funny story from winter break, and it was super engrossing. "Oh," I managed to say. "Maybe I can hear it during lunch then, Sadie?" I asked. She looked strange, like I wasn't saying something quite right. "Oh yeah, totally." The way it left her mouth was weird. That wasn't the Sadie I knew. Before I could ask if she was good, she was suddenly scurrying away. Started talking 30 miles an hour about how she needed to go to class. We always walked to class together. I wasn't sure what was happening. I looked around to see if anyone was seeing what I was seeing. They were all leaving too. I was calling after everyone, but they were all using the same excuses. Why were my friends avoiding me all of a sudden? Throughout the rest of the day, I was going crazy. I kept seeing everyone between classes. They would be in groups of 2 or 3 at most sometimes. Sometimes it was more, but they were always talking in whispers to each other. Lunch was normal, until I realized Sadie didn't seem to have a story to tell like I had mentioned to her this morning. The group seemed off. Everyone was making looks and eye contact in cryptic forms that I didn't understand. The rest of the day went by. I went home. I was annoyed. I figured maybe tomorrow it would be different, but it was the same. So was the next day, and the day after that. I was starting to think they were ignoring me, that they didn't want me around. Why else would they be doing all these things? I decided to mention my birthday at one point. "Oh yeah, I'll have to see if my family is free for it," Maria said. Free for my birthday? All of us were free for each other's birthday, no matter what. It was this unspoken rule. Everyone's birthdays were on everyone's calendar, so everyone could make it. The worst part was the nods of agreement from everyone. Everyone slowly started hanging out with each other more, and with me less. My birthday was nearing, only about 2.5 weeks away, and when my mom asked about it, that's when I totally broke. I decided they weren't going to come. I wasn't going to have a party. My mom was so confused. No party for my 17th? I locked myself in my room and didn't come out. My parents really tried to coax me, but I wouldn't budge. Next thing I know, my phone's blowing up from the girls and from Michael. I ignore them. Hours pass, and then I hear a knock on my door. I yell at whoever it is to just go away. But then, a familiar voice, Casey's voice behind it. "Please open the door, Sky," she says. I roll my eyes. I open it. Everyone is there. They sit me down and tell me everything. How they planned out my party, how they were going to get my parents in on it, how it would be at Casey's house. There was going to be all different things there. Everything. Suddenly, everything clicked in my head. No one even needed to explain it. "You guys were doing all that for me?" I asked. Everyone responded at the same time, agreeing with my words. We're in for a group hug. I feel so much better. I should have known better. My friends have always been there for me, no matter what. They have been my rock since day one. If any of us were hiding something, it was for a good reason. Then, as I was looking between all of the girls and feeling my joy, something dawned on me. I just wrecked my own surprise party.